Welcome to Bespoke Blogs. This blog is about technology transfer, pharmaceutical industry. Innovation move is moving of subtleties of concerning detailing and logical methodologies, starting with one territory then on to the next region, that is from R&D to production office and succeeding medication item from the lab scale to the creation scale. In pharmaceutical industry, innovation transfer alludes to a strategy for successful strides forward from drug disclosure to item improvement, clinical preliminaries and finally to full-scale commercialization. Specialist of innovation makes his innovation existing to a business colleague which will utilize the innovation. It's a coordinated strategy that is followed to pass the recorded data and expertise information acquired, all through advancement. As per World Health Organization illustrated as a sensible strategy that controls the exchange of any technique close by its documentation and expert skill among advancement and production or BW maker site. Objective of technology transfer: it is valuable to develop measurement structure in different manners since it gives effectiveness being developed, keeps up nature of item, help to understand a normalized cycle that works with cost successful creation. There are three norms in the meaning of innovation. To begin with, information should be orderly. This implies that it should be coordinated as far as giving answers for issues. Second, information should exist in specific spots like in somebody's mind or archives, and should have the option to be introduced, so regardless of what it implies it should have the option to be moved starting with one individual then on to the next. Third, it should have direction, so it tends to be used for helpful purposes in industry, cultivating, and business fields. Goals of technology transfer: it is to move item and cycle information between and fabricating and inside or between assembling destinations to accomplish item acknowledgement. This information frames the reason for the assembling cycle, control system measure approval approach and progressing non-stop improvement. To disclose the handling data to move innovation from R&D to creation site by rattling off data accumulated during R&D. To disclose the preparing data to move innovation of previously existing medication item between different spots. To outline explicit systems and focuses to be considered for the over two sorts of innovation move to contribute smooth innovation move. Strategies for technology transfer: permitting is the most well-known strategy for innovation move. There are two procedures for authorizing. One is permitting in and authorizing out. In authorizing in system, little organizations and need offices to do fundamental exploration and these offices need to purchase other examination. In the event of permitting out procedure, the organization right is given to another gathering. Features of technology transfer: the innovation move could happen any of these after ways: government labs to the private area, between the private area firms of a similar country, from the scholarly world to private area firms, academia, government, and industry coordinated efforts. Significance of technology transfer: innovation move shows significant in stretched out advantages of R&D to the general public. In the drug business, planning of measurement structure needs increase at a few phases. For example, pilot scale from 0.5 to 2 kg bunch can be increased to 5 to 10 kg, then to 20 to 100 kg. Creation scale ordinarily goes from 200 kg to 1000 kg. It includes assembling of medication item with expanding their group sizes with the assistance of bigger gear. By and large, scope up includes move of innovation and move of information that has been collected during limited scope improvement of item and cycle. Typically research has been done on a limited scale before it delivered for huge scope business bunch. Innovation move is significant for research exercises to emerge for a huge scope for commercialization, particularly if there should arise an occurrence of fostering a medication item. Reasons for technology transfer: lack of manufacturing capacity. The designer of the innovation could exclusively need to create instrumentation that appropriates for lab and limited scope tasks and should band together with another association to attempt to do monstrous scope producing. Lack of resources to launch product commercially. The first creator of innovation may just have assets to lead beginning phases examination and stage 1 and 2 clinical preliminaries. Lack of marketing, distribution and distribution capability. The engineer of the innovation might have totally evolved innovation and even have gotten regulative endorsements and item enlistment. However, it might not have the advertising and conveyance channels and ought to team up inside another association that has the capacity. Steps involved in technology transfer. Change a pharmaceutical model into a fruitful item needs the collaboration of numerous individuals. During improvement of a detailing, it is imperative to comprehend system of tasks utilized, basic and non-basic boundaries of each activity, creation climate, instrumentation, and excipient comfort, that should be thought about all through the principal periods of advancement of plan, so fruitful scale-up can be done. Execution of technology transfer avoids the innovation move exclusively by giving over the innovation move documentation. Both gatherings ought to collaborate in executing innovation instruction preparing and approval at offices where the moved innovation is really utilized. Vetting results of technology transfer. After the consummation of innovation move and before the beginning of assembling of the item, the moving party ought to confirm with proper techniques, for example, item testing and review that the item made after the innovation move meets the foreordained quality and ought to keep up records of the outcomes. In drug exchange, innovation move proposes that activity to move of information and advancements important to acknowledge nature of plan of medications all through assembling. The innovation move doesn't mean one-time activities taken by the moving party toward the moved party. Nonetheless, propose that constant data trade between both the gatherings to keep up the item fabricating. Innovation move is a perplexing issue and ought to be managed utilizing comprehensive methodology. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.